I was not born a traitor, nor was I born a hero. I never meant to be remembered as the man who struck down Rome's greatest leader. But history is a cruel judge, and fate, an even crueler master. I was born into a legacy of rebellion. My ancestor, Lucius Junius Brutus, cast out the last Roman king and established the Republic. My family's name carried a weight that even I could barely bear. And my mother, Servilia, she was the fire behind my ambitions. Cunning, intelligent, and dangerously close to power, she shaped me in ways I didn't understand until it was too late. And so from my earliest days, I was caught between duty and affection. When the Civil War began, Pompey Magnus was the Republic's champion. My heart told me I should stand with him, with men like Cicero and my uncle Cato, the protectors of Roman tradition. But Caesar had always treated me like a son. He spared me at Pharsalus when I fought against him. Pompey fell, and Caesar, ever the magnanimous conqueror, pardoned me. So I should have been grateful, right? He welcomed me into his circle, spoke of Rome's future, of peace, of reform. But in those moments I wondered, was it mercy or was it a test? Did he want my loyalty or my submission? Or did he merely want me around symbolically, because my family represented the Republic? With each passing day, I saw what Rome was becoming, a kingdom in all but name. The Senate was a shadow of itself. The Republic was crumbling, and Caesar sat at its center, draped in purple, wearing a crown of laurels like the kings my ancestors had sworn to destroy. But I hesitated. He was not just my leader. He was a father figure, perhaps the closest thing to one I had ever known, and he treated me as a son. My mother's past with him had always been a whispered scandal. Some even claimed I was his son. Whether that was true or not, it did not matter. Rome had to come first. He kept me close, naming me praetor, entrusting me with Rome's governance. He believed in me, perhaps too much. Then came Cato's death, my uncle in principle if not in blood. He swallowed poison rather than live under Caesar's rule. And Cicero, always a voice of reason, whispered of tyranny, of kingship. Was it truly mercy that Caesar had given me, or a golden cage? Then there was Cassius, ever the skeptic, ever the agitator. He saw the cracks in my resolve and widened them. "What would your ancestor have done, Brutus?" he asked me. Would he have watched Rome become a monarchy? Would he have stood idle as a king crowned himself in the Forum? To be fair, he wasn't the only one questioning me. And then there was my wife, Portia, daughter of Cato, a woman of iron. She knew my burdens, my doubts, better than I did myself. When I wavered, she did not. She proved herself in ways no Roman woman should have had to, wounding herself, testing her own strength, to show me that pain was not to be feared. If she could bear such a trial, how could I not do the same? I soon realized that the people who feared Caesar were looking to me for leadership, for legitimacy. And if a Brutus was part of the conspiracy, it would not just be murder, it would be a restoration. There was no ignoring this, even if I wanted to. It was my duty. And soon my trial came. So, on that fateful Ides of March, I lifted the dagger, not as an assassin, but as a liberator. Or so I told myself. When Caesar saw me among his killers, his eyes did not hold anger, only betrayal. You too, Brutus. Words that would haunt me beyond the grave. Some say he didn't even say them, that they were later added to history's grand theater. But I knew what he was thinking. I knew in that moment I had lost something far greater than I had won. I had lost a part of myself, and Rome did not rejoice. The people did not hail us as saviors. Mark Antony turned them against us with a single speech at Caesar's funeral, and within days, we were outcasts. My hands were stained, but not just with blood. No, with failure. I had not saved the Republic. I had killed a man, and in doing so condemned myself. Now a hunted traitor. So I fled to Greece, hoping to raise an army, hoping to fight for the Republic once more. But the gods had other plans. At Philippi, I saw our cause unravel before my eyes. Antony and Octavian joined forces and were relentless. We had miscalculated. They hated us more than each other. My wife, Portia, the woman who had swallowed burning coals rather than live without me, was already gone, and I knew that there was no home left for me. I lost Crassus in battle, and all was lost for me. And so I write this, as my army flees, as I hear the enemy charging closer. My fate is sealed. I stand in the shadows on this final night, my sword in hand. I'm thinking of Caesar, of my mother. I'm thinking of Rome. Had I been a hero or a fool, a savior or a murderer? History would decide. But at this moment, all I know is that my time has come. The Republic is no more. Rome will have its emperor, but I wonder, did I betray Caesar or did I betray myself?